The NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Henry. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 67 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go. Can.
Moss is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Big 13.
Brown will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The Bengals on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Hey, can.
Brown once more. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. This time Jackson will throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That's another Baltimore first down.
To throw is Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Henry up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Can.
Right back to Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
180. 1190.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Jackson. That is caught. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And a busy night for Henry continues. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
Jackson. They shakes him off. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Let's get set. 180.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
11. Here we go. Stop. 180. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow on play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Let it cut.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down and 13.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a turnover on down.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's brought down. Here's 1st down. And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. McKinnon here, it's complete. And some space here. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home